Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Past is past and it has no concern with you. If you get stuck in the past, you will never be able to prepare for the future. You need to understand outcomes of certain events are not under our control and we need to let go of them. If you overthink, it will breed negativity in you and spoil your present and future. If you want to grow, utilize all your energy to better your present. Past taught you lessons and you can learn from it. Concentrate on the present and you will be unstoppable. Some of us ridicule ourselves for the past mistakes, and resultantly do not go ahead in our lives. Do not carry the burden of the past and keep your mind and heart light. We are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves. Your brain is just like a machine. If you are able to control and tame it properly, you will possess the virtues of resilience, strength, and moderation. The outcome of any events depends upon our reaction. In other words, how your brain processes and reacts to it is of vital importance. Just like our body needs food, the brain also needs food for its nourishment. It must be fed with knowledge, wisdom, truth, and justice to overcome the happening and the events outside it. No matter how tough the problem is, if you keep calm and deal with it in an apt manner, you will overcome it. On the other hand, if you panic over every petty issue, then you will blow yourself up. Mind that nothing is permanent, neither pain nor happiness. But if you remain steadfast in both situations, you will know the art to a real happy life. Then whether it's sorrow or happiness, you will always prevail because you are internally content and keep your mind under control. It's a tough area, but if you are able to master it, you are the most wealthy person in almost all regards. Radiate boundless love towards the entire world. As Russell rightly points out, love is wise and hatred is foolish. Through love and compassion, you can conquer the invincible. Hatred and enmity impedes the pleasure and joy of life. As it is rightly pointed out, humanity has no religion. Therefore, spread love and peace wherever you go. Life is too short to indulge yourself in petty disputes and rivalries. Instead, be the beacon of light and bloom wherever you are implanted. Hatred has no place in our society and it should be uprooted with iron fist. A disciplined mind brings happiness. Man is a rational animal and the reason is the dominant factor in him. Discipline is a system of governing oneself, conduct, or activity. Life becomes meaningless if it lags discipline. The primary difference between humans and animals is discipline. Humans are enlightened and punctual by virtue of the reason. If we have a cursory glance at the entire universe, everything is following a discipline which is the indication of harmony and cohesion. Anomaly in life wreaks havoc and hampers progress and development. Conquer anger with non-anger, conquer badness with goodness, conquer meanness with generosity. Man is a mixture of good and evil. Mischief runs in his nature. If evil is allowed to spread in the society, it will pollute our hearts. Only light can eliminate darkness. If you encounter meanness, respond with generosity to win over others. Speak no evil, hear no evil, and see no evil. The best course is to shun evil. Hatred has no place in our society. It corrupts our minds and brings anarchy in the society. The world can be conquered through sympathy, compassion, and love. Even if your enemies treat you with hate, you need to shower love to win over them. As evil cannot be eradicated by committing greater evil, rather by kindness and gentleness. Life is too short to hate others. Spread love and affection wherever you go. Ardently do today what must be done. Who knows? Tomorrow, death comes. Do not put off your plans till tomorrow. If something is to be done, why not do it right away instead of waiting for the right moment? Life is very short and at the same time very unpredictable. This quote is symbolic for the pummel of life. One must not put off one's tasks till tomorrow because nobody has seen it, as life is too short and death can approach any moment. So spend a life worth living. A life with regrets and remorse is no good at all. It is in the nature of things that joy arises in a person free from remorse. Do not worry about the past, as it was just a lesson and not a burden for the rest of your life. What's lost may come to you in some other form, thus you need to have no worries regarding your past. This quote of Buddha illustrates the importance of happiness and means to attain it. A person who lives and cherishes the present moments, he truly is a real Epicurean. A person strangled in past guilt or future plans never truly enjoys life. One needs to adopt the no regrets given or taken approach to lead an exuberant life. Drop by drop is the water pot filled. Every little effort counts and takes you near to your goals. Do not stop and keep trying until it's done. Life demands constant efforts in life to get success and prosperity. Positivity and consistency are the core values of any chores, as every little effort designated for a particular cause counts and gets you rewarded. Buddha is a philosopher of 6 BC who perceives life in an optimistic way and advises to always be positive. As water gets filled drop by drop, the same way every single effort makes you stronger and invincible. In whom there is no sympathy for living beings, know him as an outcast. Morality and values makes humans different from other species. Life is all about compromises and cooperation. A cruel and callous person can never truly win over others. An outrageous and unkind person is a friend of no one. Show compassion and love towards other beings and you'll be paid in the same spice. Hatred is never appeased by hatred in this world. By non-hatred alone is hatred pleased. This is a law eternal. An evil cannot be eradicated by committing greater evil as propagated by Machiavelli. In Buddha philosophy, evil can be uprooted by kindness and gentleness. If we respond hatred by a hatred way, it will fuel the already aggravated situation and become a Hydra beast. So the best course is to counter the hate by love, compassion, and beauty. Live with no sense of mind, not forming attachment to experiences. Man in the state of nature was quite happy and content as compared to modern times. Because there was no concept of material possession and property. They lived a content life free from any trouble. The day we started possessing things, we brought misery and difficulties in our lives. Ownership of material is the main cause of disturbance everywhere. Buddha's philosophy infuses a sense of dynamism and modesty among its followers. As it is rightly said, grief is the price we pay for attachment. This world is temporary and we all are mortals, thus lead a life without getting attached to the materialistic world. There is no fear for one whose mind is not filled with desires. Rich are not those who have massive wealth and influence, but those who have quite few desires. Never-ending wishes makes a man slave. To fulfill these wishes, one strives and strives until death arrives. Lucky are those who have no wishes and lead the life in a satisfactory way without aggrandizement. As said by Carl Jung, I am rich because I have no desire. A person who has no love for materialistic possessions is truly enlightened. Wishes compel people to fulfill in whatever capacity possible, while patience creates endurance. Whatever is not yours, let go of it. Your letting go of it will be your long-term happiness and benefit. If you are destined to get something, you will get it regardless of all the opposition. But do not stick to it, just let it go. And it will come to you if you are fated for it. Buddha's philosophy teaches patience and endurance. Life becomes complicated when we chase impossible ambitions and dreams. If we just don't bother about what is not ours, life will be quite easy and full of happiness. Regrets and grievances put us in a precarious situation. Resolutely train yourself to attain peace. Peace is the state of mind which comes from within itself. So to attain peace, you have to put your mind under control. This is such a horse which can't be tamed easily, but once you bring it under control, you are content with peace. As the body needs food for growth, the same is the case with the mind. It needs training and restraint to overcome the miseries of life. The world is afflicted by death and decay. But the wise do not grieve, having realized the nature of the world. This world is temporary and limited. It is wrecked by havoc and calamities. Sometimes we lose our loved ones and dear ones. It pains to see departing this mortal world, but for those who are wise, they do not mourn the death and fatalities, for they know this is a temporary place and we are all doomed to leave it one day.